people, once again, it's Shem Blessing, the secretary of all keyboards in the world. Hey! My happiness is very excited. Now, most of the people have been asking me, Shem, you know, you have been showing us how to set the keyboard, but we don't understand. You know, Shem, we don't have the beats for what? For PSR what? PSR 473. Now, in this video, I want to show you how to install beats in this keyboard. I want to show you how to set voices in this keyboard. Remember, this one will be the second episode of the keyboard. After that, I want to show you how all these things operate in this keyboard, because you can hear this keyboard has what we call suitcase. I want to show you how to get the voices in this keyboard. I want to show you a lot of things that you have never been shown with anyone. Cameraman. What are my good people? So we were still saying, now let's go straight to the video now. The first thing you should do is you put the keyboard on first. Like this. This is the button to put the keyboard on. So you press the button. The keyboard will automatically goes on. That is simple English that nobody can speak. After the keyboard is now on, you insert your flash. This is the flash here. You insert. After inserting, the flash will start reading in the screen. As you can see here, it is doing like this. You can see it is doing like what? It is doing like this. You can see. So that's what the flash will do. After some time, it will stop. Let's wait, because we are here, all of us, to learn. Now you can see that flash now, the USB now, it has now stopped blinging. It has now stopped. What? It has now stopped. Now after that, what you go after this one? Now we are starting by installing beats in this keyboard. We are starting by installing beats in this keyboard. The next thing you are going to do is now to press shift button, then you press function. You put your hand on this shift, then you press function like this. You can see on your screen it has written save. Then you will rotate this organism here. You will rotate this organism, and then you reach where it has been written load style. After that, you press this button called enter. Remember, I'm doing this video for the second time. You press enter. You can see on your screen. So those are the beats that are in my flash. Now after doing that, you will scroll. You rotate this one looking for the beat that you want. Like for me, I want to start with the luah, because this keyboard belongs to a luah man. So I want to start with the luah. Let me look for luah. I'm looking for luah. Luah is here. So after getting luah, I'll press enter twice. I'll press enter for the first time. Then it will ask me on the screen, load. It will ask me load. So I'll press also enter again. After pressing enter, it will start loading the beat. So we'll wait for the beat to load. After the beat has loaded, we see on the screen that it has written complete. After that, you go to your style. Press style button. Then you rotate to where the number that you. Now this is the beat. The first beat is here. That's the first beat. We have finished that one. We are loading now the second style. We are using the same process. You long press shift without removing your hand. Then you press function like this. After that, you rotate this thing, and until you see on your screen load style. Then you press enter. Then you look for the second beat. Now let's install this gospel roomba. Gospel roomba is a 7-beat. We press enter twice. Enter. You see, it's now loading. It is loading. After loading, it will say complete. Just wait, my brother. we are going slowly by slowly. I want to make sure that we are all going to learn these things. Now, the style is already in the keyboard. Now, this is a style here. You can see. Very simple. That's the beat now I have installed in that keyboard right now. Now, I don't think if I install more beats in this keyboard, but the process that I have shown you is the process we are going to use. That's the process you should use while installing beats in this keyboard. It's very simple as that. Now, without wasting much time, let's go. Let's install worship beat. Worship what? Worship beat. Same process. You press shift. You long press shift. You press enter. You rotate this thing, this organism here, up to where it has written load style. Load style. After seeing load style, you press enter. Enter is here on this keyboard. Enter is here. This is the button called enter. So you press this button here. You see? It's very simple as that. So you press this one, then you scroll to, let me look for the worship beat. Worship beat is here. It's very simple to get these things. Remember, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I know God will bless you so much. Immediately after watching this video, I'll be dropping another one on how to find other things in this keyboard. Besides that, if you need beats for your keyboard, contact this number on your screen, and I know God will bless you so much. Now we are now installing worship beat. After getting the beat, now we press the same button we call enter. You press it until you see loading. You wait for a moment, complete. After seeing the word complete, you come get the beat. Very simple as that. I think for the keyboard, those bits are enough. Now, let's go straight away on how now to program the keyboard, on how to program in this registration memory, on how I can save like worship, praise, luah, or any other music, then roomba or reggae. Let me show you on how to do all of those things in this registration. I want to show you how to set now the keyboard in a very biblical and mendacious way. So for you now to set a worship, let's say now you want to set worship song. You want to set worship. The first thing you do, you go and look for the voice. And for you to get the voice for the worship, you press voice here. Press voice. After pressing voice, you get grand piano. You can see how grand piano is sounding. Grand piano is very biblical. Now, after setting, okay, after getting grand piano, the next thing you go is to look for the second voice. The second voice, you can find it at what? At dual voice. Dual voice is here. So for you to get this one, if you want this one to function, you must use this button. You long press, then you press dual. When you press dual, you saw on your screen it has written strings. So when you press your keyboard, you'll hear it is sounding. Now, you know, in this keyboard, okay, before I continue, if you know you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe here. And if you need beats for the keyboard also, I have all the beats. You'll be able to see the beats through the video. You don't worry, just keep on watching the video. Don't scroll or don't forward the video. Now, after getting the voices you want, like grand piano and strings, now you'll require now to use sustain. In this keyboard, sustain we call it M release. Like when you want to put sustain in your main voice is the grand piano. If you want to use to put here sustain here, you will come and press function, then you will scroll up to M. You see M. So after getting M, you will press enter. As I've said, this is M release. M release is what you call sustain in this keyboard. So when you press M release, you will come here and press enter. Then you will increase your voice. You increase your M release up to 112. Because when you put it at 88, it will be very short. But when you put it at 112, 100 and what? And 12, my brother. You can see it is sustaining at a long. It is sustaining long time. It is taking long to sustain, like the way it is doing. Now, my brothers and sisters, if you know you're not subscribed, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And if you need beats, please just take this number on your screen and WhatsApp me on my WhatsApp so that we can link up and give you very biblical and mendacious beats for your keyboard. Hallelujah. Zoom bara bara bara. Now, after putting your M release on your main voice on your grand piano, you will also require to put your M release also on your dual, because if you don't put it here, it will not be sound long. It will be very short. So you will come and put your hand on your shift, then you press dual. After pressing dual, you will come at your function. You press function. On your screen, you will see D voice. D voice is the dual voice. Then you will rotate this organism. Rotate it up to where you will see D release. D release. Then you press enter. Then you also you'll also raise it to 106. So you'll hear it. And then after that, my brothers and sisters, you will be required to at least don't make the two voices to sound at the same volume. Don't make them to be at the same volume. Make sure that the main voice is at a high, then the dual is at least low beat. Like now, for example, not for example, but straight to the point. What I'm trying to say is, you will reduce them. You will reduce. English is very hard. You will reduce dual voice. Let me go to dual voice. Press press shift. You go to dual. Then you come to function. Then you will go to where there is volume. D volume. Then you press enter. Then you can see mine is at 65. The volume at my string voice is at 65. My main voice, the M voice, it's at what? Let me show you. It is at 122. So that they cannot be the same. Okay? That is very good for that. And then after that, my brother, we're going to look for the bass side. The bass side. Now, for you to get that voice, you press your shift, then you go to this split voice. You can see on your screen it is what? It is finger brass or finger bass or finger bass. That is simple English that every keyboardist should understand. So this was finger bass. Now, finger bass, after getting the finger bass, you will press the S volume. Then after pressing the S volume, you will scroll it to get the volume of it so that you can increase a little bit. Now, after that one, my brother, you already said your worship. The worship now is very biblical. Now you can see how they're sounding. You can see how it's sounding very biblical. The worship, okay, the worship beat, I have all the worship beats. Like this one is S worship. This one is sounding this way. This is how it's sounding. You can see. You can see how it's sounding. You can hear the voice. Then when you out to feel it. Now that is for worship. Now let's go. Let's move. My brother, we are going very slowly so that all the keyboardists, even those who are from Ushago, those keyboardists who are upcoming, those who are looking at me and they're wondering what am I doing. Now we are going to straight away to praise. Now on the praise, my brothers and sisters, already I have the beat for the praise. This is the beat. This is the beat. I have already put the beat here, as I've shown you while we were starting the video how to install beats in this keyboard. So after installing the beat, now we are going straight away to the setting of the voice now and bass. Now I want you to be very keen, because I don't want you to keep on asking me questions. Because if you ask me question here on the comment, I will send you a spiritual slap, my brother. I will slap you, my brother. And remember, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I said subscribe, so that whenever I upload biblical and recommendations videos, you can be the first organism to view the video. Let's continue now. The first voice in the praise songs, okay? In the praise songs, the first voice is you praise voice. I'm using this voice, 60 clean. This is how it's sounding. Now this is the best voice I am using where I'm using this keyboard. We call it 60 what? 60 clean. This one is 60. It is very clean and very 60s. Now after setting that voice is at number what? At number 78 in your list. Just go to your voices, click your voice here, this button, then scroll this organism up to number 78. You will be able to get the clean 60 voice. This one. Now after that, my brother, we will need you to also put there some dual. The second voice. The second voice, you press the shift button. You press the shift button, then you press the dual. On the screen you will see number 69. This is what? This is nylon guitar, nylon. So when you combine them, this is how they will sound. Now, after putting that voice, you will require to set them. Remember, if you want to set them, you go to function. Function, this is D what? D voice. D voice, this means the dual voice. So when you want to add the volume, you scroll this thing, this organism here, then you press enter. You're able to get the volume of it. That is the volume of what? Of that voice. Now, my brother, without wasting much time, after all that one, you have done everything. Make sure that the main voice is higher than the second voice. Hallelujah. Praise Jesus. And if you know you have not subscribed, please subscribe to this channel. Subscribe, my brother. Subscribe. Now, and also if you need beats for the keyboard, also WhatsApp me very fast on your number that is on your screen. You can see this number here. Now, let's continue. After that, my brother, this is what? This is 7. Now, for you now to get a very biblical and mendacious bass. Bass, a very biblical bass here. Now, if you want to get bass, you click shift, then you go to dual. Sorry, you go to split voice. You press split voice. Then you go to your list. You go to a list. You can see now the number is here, number 630. 600 and what? 630. 630 is the number of this bass. Can you hear? We call it scene lead. Scene lead. Scene lead is the best voice in the both keyboards. If you are using let's say you are using what? You are using like say PSR 473, 463. The scene lead is in all those keyboards. The scene lead is there in all the keyboards in the E series. So for this keyboard, if you want to find this voice, this best voice, you scroll up to number 630. 630 is the best voice you can use in this keyboard. So after doing all those things, I know you know how to balance them, because every keyboardist has his own way on how he can balance his keyboard. Now this is the result after doing everything. That's how that keyboard will be sounding. Let's go straight away to luah. And on luah, not take much time because I know we are different tribes. So we not everyone speak luah. Not everyone knows how to play luah. So luah is here, my brothers and sisters. That is the luah. I have luah beats here. I have more than 1,000 luah beats here. Then, before we continue, subscribe to my YouTube channel first. Now, for you to get luah music, okay, luah voice is here. The main voice is what? Is number 13. This one we call it suitcase. That is what? That is the main voice. The main what? The main voice. Now, so for the luah, you go to your voice, then search for number 13. Number 13 is the main voice. Then on the dual is at number 385. You can see how it's sounding. After doing all those things, those are the voices you can use on that keyboard. Now let's go to roomba music. We are going to roomba music. Very slowly. Today we are not going very fast. This is very slowly so that every keyboardist can understand. Now, so I want you to see first how mine is sounding. That is my what? That is my roomba. That's my roomba. That's my roomba what? My roomba beat. You can see on your screen is the roomba. This is the roomba here. So this is that is the roomba. And for you to get the voices are very simple. The main voice is what? The main voice is suitcase. Suitcase it is at number 13. Number 13. Then for the second voice is nylon guitar. It is at number 64. After getting them, you combine them. Make sure the main volume, the main voice, it is at a high volume than the second voice. God bless you. Now let's continue. After doing all those things, the bass will use the scene lead. The scene lead I've said it is at number what? The scene lead is at number 638. That is the bass. 630. 600 and what? 630. Remember that one. Voice, the bass voice, it is at 630. Now, another thing is what? Another thing is maybe you have bought your keyboard and you don't know how to set all of those things. You don't know how to set all of those things that I've mentioned in this keyboard. Maybe you feel it like it is very difficult now for you to understand very well. Maybe we have different understanding. I have now today. The good news is I have all the settings in my flash. The settings from 1, 2, 3, 4 with what? With their beats. With these beats. Let me test the beats for you. This is the first beat here. The second beat is here. The third beat is here. This is worship. The fourth beat is here. The fifth beat is here, 7. Now, if you need the voices, the settings of the voices plus their beats combined together, because I have already set them. So I have saved all the registration in my flash. So when I send them to you, maybe if you negotiate on the price, then we feel like we can do business. I can send all the settings for you so that you cannot struggle in setting. You just put the flash in your keyboard and install the settings from the flash to the keyboard. Then your keyboard will be automatically been set like this, the way I've set mine. It will sound exactly like mine. I say, my brothers and sisters, if there's anything you've not understood in this keyboard, make sure you comment there so that we can all learn together. Are we together? God bless you so much. See you in the next video. Shalom. Peace.